K-Rock, Mid-Atlantic Rock Views, Marmy Rock Show. I am here with Seven Stone Riot. They're out of Birmingham, Alabama, and I had the pleasure of seeing them rock the Blue Ridge Rock Festival today. So, guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm doing great. Man. So, thank you. First, for folks to our show who may not know you, give us a little brief bio of the band. I see 3 people in the band have the same last name, so tell us a little bit about the formation of the band.
We have 3 brothers in the band, me, my brother Tyler, and Todd. And we've been pretty much playing music our whole life, trying to get things going now.
How long has that been? Talk about the journey. When did it start? Like, how did you guys form? And, like, how did you get here playing with all the nationals you guys have already played with?
It all started with a common goal of getting to the point where we can live off of playing music. And we just got together and started writing music and figured out that we could write pretty well together, so we just stuck together and just kept writing to the best of our ability, and finally got into the studio to record with a well-known producer, Rick Beato. He recorded Shinedown's first record, To Leave a Whisper. It's the only record they have that went platinum, so he knows his stuff. He's very good, and that alone, I feel like the record that we just put out, Scratching the Surface, has helped open the doors to get to where we are right now.
Now, the title, Scratching the Surface, is there meaning to that? Like, are you just scratching the surface of what you guys have? Talk a little bit about the title.
Yeah, Scratching the Surface is exactly that. It's about starting from the very bottom and working your way to the top of the mountain. Our album art is a mountain, and it signifies the crest in the bottom, and we're just at the bottom scratching the surface, and we're trying to make our way to the top. If you flip the album around, it's an eagle with his wings spread, and that means, we've made it to where we want to be. But we're not quite there yet. We're trying to make the path.
Now you hear the festivities in the background. We're standing under like a pouring down, raining. You guys got off stage just before the storm. Good for you. Talk a little bit about this festival and how you guys landed on this festival.
This is a great festival. We really look forward to playing with a bunch of the bands that we grew up listening to, like Tantric, and Puddle of Mud, and Lamb of God. Those are great bands, and I grew up listening to them, and it's pretty cool to be here with them today. What was the other part of that question?
Well, I guess the next thing I want to ask you is about some tour dates, because you've had some amazing shows recently, and then some cool shows coming up. I think Saving Abel. Tell folks about what's on the bill coming up in the near future.
Yeah, October 21st, we're in Huntsville at Shag Nasty's with Saving Abel.
So let's talk about your music. You closed with my favorite song so far from you guys, I'm Alive. So I want to ask you, tell me a little bit about the tune. Tell me about the tune and what it means and what it means to you guys.
It's pretty much just about you finally just making that dive, going after your dreams and making sure you're alive, pretty much.
Yeah, it's basically shaking off the dead skin and coming alive. I mean, not to be cliche. It's very cliche.
No, it's not a cliche at all. And it's funny, when I was listening to your guys' new record, it was July, I think it came out, right? It was recently. So I was kind of taken by the ballad. I'm glad you put it in your live set. So tell me a little bit about the ballad, Time Will Tell, and what that song's about, and a little bit more about the tune.
It's pretty much just about how everyone's going to go through their problems. They're going to struggle financially with whatever it is, but pretty much Time Will Tell is saying if you give it time, everything will be okay.
Yeah, just work through all the bad things. Like, you're going to have obstacles in your way, but just keep your eye on that goal and just keep pushing forward towards that goal.
Now, was there any discussion about, you guys are kind of a heavy band, was there discussion about putting the ballad in the live set, and did you guys ever talk about it, or was it a no-brainer for you all?
It's a no-brainer, just because it's kind of a favorite out of our fans. They like that song, and it kind of takes you back to that 90s vibe, like Creed and Shinedown, you know what I mean? Like, we like music like that, but we also love music like Lamb of God and Tesseract and Periphery. We like heavy riffs, but we like very big sounding choruses that are melodic and with heavy riffs in the verses. So.
I scoured this festival looking for the bands I wanted to interview, and I landed on you guys immediately when I started listening to your tunes. Tell me a little bit more about the new music. You're an independent band. Have you thought about doing a music video? I know it costs a lot of money, so you probably thought about it, but is there any hope for a music video?
Yeah, we're going to do one for Scratching the Surface. So you can be on the lookout for that. We'll start on that in the next month or two with Brandon Jones out of Birmingham. He shot the three brothers' cousin, Sean. He's in the band Era out of Birmingham, and he shot their video. What video was it? Monolith by Era.
Can we? Maybe you can't. And if you can, it's okay. Can we get a peek behind the curtain? Are we doing like a performance video? Are we doing a storyboard? Like, what's it going to look like?
A performance video.
Yeah, it's a straight performance video. We don't have anything to show people who we are yet besides pictures, so we want to show people like what it's like to see us live in an intimate setting.
So you guys had a lineup change in August. Do you want to tell folks a little bit about the lineup change? It seems like it was all in good, good spirits.
Yeah, we just introduced Jonathan Cordes to our band. He's actually started with us from the very beginning, and we were kind of going on different paths, like we were doing the cover thing, and he didn't want to do covers at the time, but we had to figure out who we were as a band, so we were covering bands that we were influenced by. Yeah, so anyways, now he's back with us, and we wish Jeff the best of luck. He moved to Slidell, Louisiana with his parents.
So here we are. The festival is kind of coming to a close, but do you get to enjoy the festival today? Did you get to see any bands, and are you going to see any bands today that you enjoy seeing?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely. We'll be here tomorrow and Monday, just rocking out with everybody else.
Yeah.
Who are some of your favorites here? Like, who are you excited to see?
I'm most excited to see Lamb of God, but I got to see a little bit of Tantric earlier. I love them. I think they're great guitarists, and Tantric's great. Like,
they're great.
Lamb of God, I can't wait to see Shallow Side playing later. They're from Birmingham.
Alabama boys too, right?
They're from Coleman. And Fuel.
Yeah, sadly, I got to miss Fuel from my hometown of Harrisburg area, and one of my favorite bands. I got to miss them. But hey, so before we let you go, first of all, is there anything else you want to tell folks about your band? Like, what's the best thing to do to support you guys right now? Is it coming to a show? Is it going online? What's the best thing people can do that love your music and want to help?
We have a shop button on our Facebook page, and it takes you directly to our online store at www.sevenstoneriot.com, the number 7. So that really is the best way. If you want to support us without coming to a show, you can buy our merchandise and we'll ship it out to you. You can buy our physical copy so you can listen to it anywhere.
So, I always ask bands, it's like I see advantages and disadvantages being a signed versus an unsigned band. You get you get some freedom, you get some restrictions. Like, what do you guys see as the advantages and disadvantages of being a signed versus unsigned? Some bands love it and they never want to get signed.
Yeah, I think I guess the dignity behind doing it yourself is pretty cool. So, I mean, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to do everything ourselves. We do pretty much all of our pre-production, our writing, and lights. We have a light show at our lights. We do all that. So try to do everything in-house, and we really enjoy that because it gives us more of a sense of accomplishment when we do make money, I guess.
And I was going to let you go, but I got to ask because I was just sitting here watching you guys thinking about this. So you got brothers in the band. Going back, if I was to rewind, and I'm looking at you guys, you're a lot younger than me. If I was to go back, let's say 10, 15 years ago, what was the household like? Were you playing music? Were you what did it look like? Did this happen late or early?
It happened a little late for me. I didn't get really into music until I was 18. Oh, wow. But I've always been into music. I just didn't really play. I started to learn guitar when I was 18 years old, and then from there learned to sing around 20, and just that's how.
So, I mean, was Christmas morning? Were there CDs and guitars, or was it just I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I mean, guitar pedals, pickups for your guitar, just different modifications to make your sound bigger and better. And it started with me at 12, 17 years ago. So we both played baseball together, Whit and I did, and in high school. So we already kind of had a connection through baseball in high school.
Do you remember the first song you guys wrote? Could you play it now? Do you remember it? And B, could you play it now?
No comment.
He's thinking about it.
I'm trying to remember the name of it.
Definitely would not play it now, and there's a reason we don't play it now.
We'll leave it.
Yeah, it's not very well thought out. It wasn't a very well organized song. laughs. It just wasn't good at all.
Hey, that's everybody's got to start somewhere. So, hey, Seven Stone Riot here, guys. Thank you so much for being here on the Rock Show. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, man.